All right, fellow babies, Friday night Silly Shill Show coming at you live on the EiE Network, and we've got MathPig sitting down at the table joining us tonight as we look at the morons, the stupid, the crazies, the cannon fodder for the cops. We've got the sovereign citizens coming at you hard tonight. Oh yeah, so dial it up to stupid level 11 and let's kick it off. Kevin, how's it going? Take us around, buddy.
Hello, freak bitches. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all staying safe during lockdown, enjoying your memes and quarantine dreams. Today, I guess we've got some Sovset stupid coming at us, so I'm pretty stoked for that. But first, let's go around the table here. Let's start with Mr. Dawson himself. How are you today, sir?
Oh, doing great, absolutely. Chaotic day, lots on the go. Got here just in time to crack a cold one, get into the meats, and get ready with my brothers and sisters for some hardcore stupid stomping. And I think we've got it tonight. This is gonna be awesome.
Absolutely. Let's see. We've also got, you never know if he's here or not. Schrodinger's cat. How are you today, sir?
I had you guessing there for a minute, didn't I?
And you're just proving the point.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm happy, thrilled, and excited as always to be here. I've got a new video I'm working on for this weekend. Probably it'll be coming out Sunday, of course, about somebody getting arrested for being stupid. Other than that, just, again, happy, thrilled, and excited.
Excellent. Good to have you here. I heard some people mentioning in the chat that they came over from FTFE who has a debate with Mind of God right now. Just to trigger anyone who came from that debate, orthogonal. There you go.
Oh, actually, I think it's Dr. Bell that's on FTFE. So okay. I'm definitely going to click over there after we're done here and rewind a bit and see the destruction that's going to happen there.
Definitely.
Dunning-Kruger versus somebody who knows what the fuck he's talking about.
It's you occasionally see FE debates where it's professor or doctor versus the flat earther. You never see Professor Flat Earther, Doctor Flat Earther. Wonder why that is. Anyway, good morning, Vietnam. Steaming cup of reason. How are you today, sir?
Good morning, silly shills. How are my favorite super stupid stompers today?
Oh, I'm doing great myself. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good, thanks. Doing good. Just working on the revival of the Mega Mirror, which I hope will be out next week. And we're going to be covering our very own Queen Maud Craftequila. So that's going to be cool. Looking forward to that. Yeah.
All right.
Excellent. And not in charge today, but, always with some kind of creepy motive behind him. I don't know with this guy. The Mad Scotsman, Tattie-Bogle. How are you today, sir?
Oh, fantastic, my man, fantastic. Kind of a wee bit sore at old Steaming Cup of Reason mentioning a certain crafty keeler there because I just get my arse absolutely handed to me in the pub quiz earlier on by her. So I might be sabotaging that Mega Mirror coming up, Steaming Cup. Sorry to tell you that, mate, but no, I'm not having that now. My bottom lip's trembling here, man. I tell you, I'm near greeting. But no, other than that, having a fucking absolute ball, mate. Absolute ball. Looking forward to 3 days off my work. Yeah, fucking dancer. Oh, beautiful. So, nice. And other than that, I think the amount of whiskey I'm going to have to get through the night to get through these fucking videos, man. Oh, Christ, I think I'm going to need to take 3 days to fucking recover for the hangover. But anyway, bring it fucking on, man. Swangiva.
I'm actually starting to understand all that.
I'm going to drink more.
I've gotten somewhat used to it, but I'll tell you, a really fun game is once you can understand Tatty, read the subtitles while he's speaking.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, let me add one thing I forgot to say earlier. So I told you guys earlier that I was over on Jose's channel, and Gleam was there. And if you don't know who Gleam is, he's a quasi-flat earther, but he fancies himself this intellectual who studies science, has his thumb on the pulse of everything scientific. I made a comment about him, and he responded by...
I just have to say you did just describe every flat earther.
Well, yeah. No,
Sorry.
he's always citing papers, but he's citing them out of context and everything.
Okay.
So
Can I just double check? Where was his thumb?
he's
Can I do
Gleam
the
is an
line?
Englishman.
Can I do the line? This is your finger. This is the pulse. This is your finger so far from the pulse it's shoved straight up your ass.
That was Ben Affleck and Jay and Silent Bob Strike
Yes.
Back, wasn't it?
So he calls himself scientifically literate, and he called me Schrodinger.
Oh my fucking god!
Right.
Wow.
If you're scientifically literate, you know who Erwin Schrodinger is, and he called me Schrodinger.
If you're not scientifically fucking literate, you can get half a fucking clue and can read.
Well, yeah, that too.
Schadenfreude.
And he knows who I am because I actually debated him on non sequitur. And he
Yes,
still
you
called
did.
me Schrodinger.
Yes, he did. That's hilarious. I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember that. Oh my god.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good. All right, back to going around the table here. Who's at the controls? Oh, yes, it's God himself, Booleanenator. How are you today, sir?
I am well. I'm excited about this show because sovereign citizens crack me the fuck up. These guys think they know something about anything and they get locked up for it. It's fantastic.
But Boole, Black's Law Dictionary.
From the 1800s.
Sure,
and is a dictionary, not a law book.
but let me know how that works out for you if you ever get pulled over by the cops.
I'm Canadian, so I don't think I can use Black's Law Dictionary.
I don't think
they
it works.
do. No, they used the Magna Carta.
Yeah, they use
awesome.
Yeah, they're old school law.
Yeah.
Oh, now there's a nice wee bit of trivia for you. Do you know where the Magna Carta was signed?
Oh, no idea.
On the
When
bottom.
or where?
Where?
Are you,
It was signed.
where?
It was signed. Yeah, where?
On the flat Earth.
No, it was signed at the bottom of the page.
I was just gonna say same place as the Declaration of Independence, the bottom.
That's it, man. Bottom of the page.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, keeping an eye on the chat as usual, we have Aimee Hogan. I think we're back a super chat here already, aren't we?
We do. We have two.
couple.
We have a couple of them. Yep, Mommy's got it. Don't worry. So, so do you want to read the super chats first before Mommy says anything?
Yes. Crafty Keela for €2 said, "Have an awesome show, everyone." Heart emoji. And Resistance for Australian for what? Australian $10 said, "Something that definitely doesn't add up with SCs is their average IQ level." And hi, MathPig.
Evening.
If you don't know my
Good
name,
morning.
my name's Matt. Matthew Hogan.
That's right. Thank you very much. Yes. I'm all excited. We've got some good shows coming up this weekend. We've got tomorrow. We've got well, tonight don't we have Pain of Progress? Or is that tomorrow? That's tomorrow. Sorry. And we've got the Uncalled For. I get them all confused. Yeah, so we've got some good shows, and then Uncalled For on Sunday with the poker stream. So I'm all excited. We've got some good ones coming. And we got another super chat.
Yeah, Crafty Keela for €2 said, "Matt equals awesome."
Thank you
Yeah, she's not wrong.
so much. No, she's not. No.
But I will say,
wrong.
Amy, it's
Irish girlfriend likes me.
I will say, Amy, it makes perfect sense that we're starting to get the shows and dates confused because we're basically running our own like new age cable network at this point.
I know.
Yeah.
Plus, holy cow, it's like I don't go out often, so it's like, do I know what day of the week it is? Who are you people?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, back when I had a job, I didn't know the days of the week. It was just, do I work today? Anyway, on to the guest of the evening, MathPig. Thank you very much for joining us. How are you today?
Oh no, thank you very much for having me tonight, man. It is tonight for me. It's 1 a.m. here in Northern Ireland, so I do appreciate you having me. It's really, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a laid back, going to be some fun.
You see, someone that can tell the proper fucking time.
Tommy, just to say, I am absolutely loving the accent, man. I am of Scottish descent. My mother's maiden name is actually Scott, and loving the accent. Anyone who can't understand you is wrong.
No,
I know,
you
man,
know
I'll
what
just
we got
fucking
going on
stop.
here right now? What we got going on here right now is Tatty sounds like a drunk math pig. That's what I'm hearing.
No, it's definitely good to hear the Scottish accent. You know, it's always funny when you come across and you hear Americans and they don't have a fucking clue what you're saying. You could say absolutely anything to them, Tatty, and get away with it. It's very funny.
I know, it's brilliant, man.
I think
you
that
can
was-
have a right good time with it.
I think that was the first couple weeks Tatty was in the shows.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that.
People say my southern accent gets thicker when I get drunk, but y'all wouldn't know that because you've never heard me sober.
I just start speaking really, really fast. Whenever I get drunk, I start speaking that fast that you have no chance of understanding me unless you're from this country.
Well, I think that's like a thing in general. People's regional accents come out more when they're drinking. Like, Dick, do you get extra Canadian when you drink? Because I do. I'm all for, like, I'll start talking about how I'll throw you into the feed bank or into the snowbank and feed you a few there, buddy.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I get a little of that when I'm on the lighter side of drunk, but when I get on the other side of drunk, I just get more dick. So you gotta,
Now, there's a quote. There is a quote.
Wait. When I get drunk, I get more dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One thing
yeah.
is for
Rick
sure.
Dawson, 2020.
One thing's for sure. When Canadians get drunk, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's such a fucking
I
South
know.
Park. I love
I
them, but
know.
damn it.
The South Park picked on the gingers as well.
It's like-
man, and I'm bald now, but yeah.
Well,
Everybody
it's
from
frustrating
Canada and
'cause it's
South Park
close.
is from. They're all from Halifax. That's the problem.
It's frustrating because it's so close. Like, because we do say the OU sound different than Americans. They say house, we say house. But it's not a boot.
Yeah, nobody but
Hurts me
like
off Scottish.
literally less than 1% of our population can be heard saying a boot at any given time. That's like saying everybody in America sounds like Ilya Moon.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Do I
do.
sound like the guy from the Lucky Charms advert?
I know doing maneuvers with the Canadian Navy, when they would sign off on the radio, they would say Roger Oot. That's for damn sure. I'm not even joking.
You must have been East Coast Fleet then.
Yes, East
Yeah,
Coast.
absolutely.
Yeah,
You have to be.
In a boot, you're probably talking to a newfie.
Yeah, the accent
exactly.
gets thicker and thicker the closer you get to Newfoundland. Amy, you wanted to get caught up on a couple super chats there, right?
Yes, please, we did. Thank you.
Ilya Moon for $10 said, "Hello, my EiE Network family. Love you all." And Crafty Keela for £2 said, or euro said, "Up the NI accent. Love from down south."
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Is she no bad for this channel yet? That's no fair, man. I'm still sore about losing in that quiz.
So, okay, we've got a couple of shouts to do before we get to a video action or anything here. So, SciStrikeling, our EiE Network family member and everybody's friend. I'm sure everybody here knows who I'm talking about. If you want to drop that link, awesome. I shouldn't have even bothered. She's got a really, really good interview with the team over at Science or Satire, Father Skeptic, Sean Hufford, and FTFE on her channel there. And it's a really, really, really good watch. You guys are doing yourselves a disservice by not seeing it yet. And after our show tonight, she's got some kick-ass action going on over at movie night because it's her birthday. So everybody, a big happy birthday to SciStrikeling in the chat. Check her action out. And yeah, now we can continue because I had got that out and I didn't fuck up and forget.
Happy birthday.
SciStrikeling. Also, one last
Happy level
announcement.
up.
I will be on not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, I'll be on with Ilya and Punchy on their new show.
Cool. Right on.
Well, if we're doing Shills, I've got Chris Shelton on Sunday, the ex-Scientologist. He should be coming on Sunday night, which would be 5 Eastern Standard and 10 UK. Sorry, no, that's wrong. Time's wrong.
That'll be cool.
8:15 UK, 3:15 Eastern Standard.
I'm curious if
Oh, sweet, man.
because I think I've only ever seen one ex-Scientologist speak on this, but if you have the opportunity to, you should ask them what they know about the whole.
You need to be a bit more specific.
Yeah, which one?
The hole in Scientology. You guys don't know about it?
Nope.
I've heard of some guy that tried to say there was a hole to the center of the earth in the middle of the Amazon.
No. This is a real thing. The Hole is the unofficial nickname of a facility operated by the Church of Scientology on Gold Base. Dozens of its senior executives have reportedly been confined within the building for months or years. It's basically like some kind of weird domination tournament, but super white collar.
But I know they've got a thing like
What?
I know the Sea Org.
Isn't that Fight Club?
Basically.
I did hear an interview with the father of the current head of Scientology that he was relegated to basically being a janitor before he finally broke away. I can't remember the dude's name. I would know it if I heard it, but I
He
can't
was.
think of it.
Chris was actually born into Scientology. He's been he was a Scientologist, since he was a kid, right up to I think his late 20s, early 30s. So, he's been there right from the start. Like,
Jesus.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah, there's some interesting folks.
Tom Cruise. Wasn't Tom Cruise a Scientologist?
He is.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, but who cares about somebody who works in a factory packing fudge, right, South Park?
Yeah, well, the
David-
most famous Scientologists are what? Tom Cruise and John Travolta, right?
Yeah.
David Miscavige is the head of Scientology. It was his dad who actually left Scientology. And when he was wavering, that's when his son actually made him the janitor of the building that they operate out of.
That's a great way to keep your people around.
Yeah,
What?
so no wonder he left.
Yeah.
But he's got some horror stories.
Maybe that's how they play a modern Inquisition. To the janitor's office with you.
All right, should we get on to some dumb?
Yeah, let's get some dumb happening.
I think so. Now, I would love to do a great intro talking about how stupid sob citizens are and how they usually have their dick in one hand and no license in the other and so on and so forth. But I don't even know what fucking video we're about to watch. So somebody else want to do it? I'll shut up now.
You don't need a
Can I do
license when you're traveling. Sorry, Amy, go ahead.
Yeah. Can we do a super chat real quick, though, please?
Yes, Crafty Keela for €2 said, "Happy birthday, SciStrikeling."
Thank you very much.
Dang it.
Why did I see Frosty the Snowman? Happy birthday! You know? So,
right, well.
Boole.
Yes.
Yeah, what do
Boole
we
knows
got?
he's the guy with the trigger. So, what you gonna do to us, Boole?
Well, we got 3 choices tonight. Got 3 choices, and they were all submitted by our friend Amy here. And
it's going to be bad, isn't it?
there's some tough stuff. So why America, spelled with a K, is a pathetic cesspool of cowards, blah, 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 blah. That's a thing. Then there's number 2, which is to liqua fire, police break window to remove sovereign citizen. So that's guaranteed to be interesting.
Oh, that's got my vote so far.
That's interesting, yeah.
And then there's another one that says, I'm being trespassed, top cop owned First Amendment auditor.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Can I make a comment first? This whole America is full of cowards. You go down south, and trust me, I've been all through the United States. There's some unbelievable places to go and party, and some.
Oh, yes.
I can't do this right now. But Go down to Alabama and look at the welcome to the state of Alabama sign. It is usually shot to shit, right?
Yes, it is.
Tell me these boys are cowards. You absolute. If you have ever been out of your mother's basement and come face to face with a 6-gun tootin' fucking redneck in southern USA, the only thing I know about coward would be the word they call you as you piss yourself just having a conversation with these men.
Well, you know, Dick,
you
down
bitch.
here, we don't call it a country ass whooping for nothing.
Yeah. So, what I do say though is maybe we should save the window break for like number 2 in case number 1 sucks.
Agreed.
Well, yeah, I'm interested in that.
Fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just depending on what order it is. You know, do you start with the heavy drinking or do you end with the heavy drinking?
Well, we could start. I could give you a bone here. The America Pathetic Cesspool of Cowards one is only 2 minutes long.
Oh, let's rock it. What do you say, guys?
Sure.
2 minutes.
One,
2 minutes. What means 20 minutes?
I've got one quick question before we do.
20 minutes to get through.
What's that, Tatty?
I've got one quick question before you do. What do you mean? Do we start heavy drinking? You've not started already?
If you haven't started, you're behind
fucking
the
hell.
curve.
Catch up, man. Catch up. This is going to be rough.
Scots are in an infinite loop of drinking. They don't know if they ever started. There's just they always have been.
Oh, they
Hey,
wake
I'm
up in the
Canadian
morning.
born and raised. I'm Canadian born and raised, and I know not to waste beer. So I use the flat one from the night before to brush my teeth in the morning. It's cool, man.
I raise any Scottish man to an Irish man to see if he can drink me under the table with vodka. No bother. Buckfast. Yeah, do you know of Buckfast, Tatty?
Oh, I well know Buckfast.
Buckfast has been
yes.
sold out in the closest 3 towns that I live in now because they've only started making it again, and the entire it's. Tatty knows what Buckfast is. It's also known as a bottle of Get the Wife. It's a third caffeine. It's fucking insane. It's really good.
Did anybody else on the Shills just look around the table for some of our Shill British help and find that we got Tatty to back us up and we don't even know what he's saying?
Look at this.
funny,
Yeah,
isn't it?
we don't have a barman. We don't have an AB Science. We don't have a Jutmonk. We don't have any of the UK people here except Tatty.
Yeah, we're lost, right?
I would just suggest type Buckfast into Google and then click the news tab and see what happens.
Yes. Wow. And then I would just say welcome to Coatbridge.
Yeah.
Can I just say that right now, I really wish that we had planned this because I'd love to have both of you guys go in your cars and try to use voice recognition software in your cars to pair the Bluetooth of your phone.
One of my favorite videos.
I do have to say really quickly.
One of my favorite
I
videos
did it.
of all time. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say I did it. I Googled Buckfast and went to the news tab. And the first news article, the thumbnail is a guy just draining a bottle. Like just it's at like 90 degrees.
No, you don't drink it from a glass. You're not supposed to. If you drink it from a glass, then you get hit with the ball. You have to drink it from the ball.
Okay.
Correct. And the bottle has to be at the fridge.
Oh, I knew you were going to fucking say that. No, Tatty, no, it must be room temperature. You're wrong. Sorry, we disagree.
No, man.
They stole that, Dick.
We'll
They
disagree
stole
on
the
that
show,
one. We'll
Dick.
disagree on that one.
Yeah, I was just going to say, look, guys, I hate to say it, but sovereign citizens are going to be more understandable than you two at this moment. So
you don't want Tatty on your friggin' 1-star GPS car.
yeah.
Well, as I said, one of the best videos on YouTube is the 2 Scottish guys in the voice recognition elevator. That is definitely one of the best videos on YouTube.
The Irish guy trying to pair his new phone to his car. It took him 20 minutes, but he filmed the whole fucking thing, and he finally got it using voice recognition.
Look up RTE News, and there's a guy that gets his sheep stolen up in the fucking mountains, and it is the strongest, thickest Irish accent you have ever fucking heard in your entire life. It's insane. You cannot understand it. And if you look for RTE News best of, you'll find another one with a news reporter out the front of a courthouse talking about some guy took his hat off and farmer this. And take me out and shite and shut in his hat and all this here. It's we get insane over here.
So back to the topic of drinking.
Yes.
If you've ever seen the show Archer,
Oh God.
the cartoon, yeah,
Yes, I
he
love
had
that
the line
show.
in one of the shows that he never stops drinking because he's afraid that the hangover would kill him.
The cumulative hangover.
The cumulative hangover. He hasn't been sober in years.
So, okay, let's get back to Bull in the video here. So, Bull, I don't even remember what the fuck it was, but it was like 2 minutes long or something. Kick that shit, baby.
We know what it is. It's
Yeah.
it's road pirates harassing yet another innocent boat captain.
That's it.
All right, let's go. And it's
Oh,
filmed
can
in
we
your
sing-
favorite vertical video.
Oh.
Sorry, everyone.
Good God. If this doesn't make you just embarrassed and just disgusted with being an American, I don't know what ever will.
Pratt.
Pause.
That is
See, right
100%
there.
that fucking
Yeah.
prick
Now,
tied to his
right
water
there,
heater.
that Daniel Pratt is not talking about what he's seeing on his phone at this point. What he's talking about is that disgusting slob of a fucking room he's been chained to the water heater in for the last 8 years of his life. That's the problem. The commentary you're here right now is on the rest of his family treating him like some sort of, hunchback of Notre Dame and locking him away. And I mean, if you notice, they don't even have the laundry machines in there because God forbid that fucking monster got near your clean clothes, right?
They feed him with
He's
a
like
slingshot.
he's like Bart Simpson's evil brother in that Treehouse of Horror, where he lives up in the attic and they feed him fish heads.
It's embarrassing to me
Yum up,
that
yum.
5 seconds into it, I was like, hold on, I know that voice.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right away.
Oh yeah.
Right away.
Yes.
It's
Scummer just stole what I was literally about to say, like Pratt by name, Pratt by nature.
Yeah. I love it how you guys in the UK, Daniel Pratt is a moron and he's got the best name for it. Like to us, it's not an expression, but I do understand it, right? I wish it was.
I have to say, though, I have a small soft spot in my heart for Dale. Dale with the Scottish accent and just giving so much abuse and just, go fuck yourself. He just epiphany of that angry Scotsman. Sorry to be that tatty, but Dale is just...
No.
You have to feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Hush.
That's
Uh,
right.
We have a super chat. Amy wanted to get caught up on there.
Yes, please.
Godless Scummer, my subscriber for £2 said, Pratt by name, Pratt by nature.
That's right. Thank you very much.
We're gonna have to call him Captain Subliminal or something because there's always those little, Godless Scummer. My subscriber says, I love it.
All right. You know what? I just have to point out. First of all, I love that we have cow emojis for whenever we do the Del cows. But Feel Jesus in You, who I'm pretty sure is a Del fan, joined in on the nose.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I'm really beginning to like this boy.
Well, I had a really nice back and forth with Feel Jesus and You in our comment section. I was using the EiE Network account, and he had said, "Hey, I don't mind the ribbon or whatever, blah blah, but I really like the chat and hanging out around this channel and stuff. And I'm going to convince you guys that it's flat." And I said, "Hey, don't take it personal or anything. We're all just playing the game, having some fun, right? But you won't. And but you're always welcome here, man, for sure.
I will say, Feel Jesus in You, you're all right. You're like our Earth is seriously flat to FTFE.
You're our favorite tennis ball. We love you, buddy."
So, hold on, Dick. You said feel Jesus in you, and then you said a back and forth.
I swear to God, Kat, can you do the not here part of your personality for a second? You've caught me twice now.
Our favorite chew toy.
So, oh, sorry.
All right. Well, while Dick is slowly dying there, I'm going to say we should keep going with the video.
Here we got Greta Thunberg. How dare you? Climate activist suddenly makes her a expert on coronavirus. How does that work out? Oh, because climate change is based off the same pseudoscience bullshit that the COVID
Let's fuck this shit.
Right. I'm dating a climate scientist, and I have to scream for Mama Atheist's benefit. Nah, it's just that's wrong. He's wrong.
He's a fud.
I mean, here's the thing I'll say. I understand people's criticisms of Greta Thunberg when they're not actually like making fun of her for being autistic, because that's messed up. But I understand that they don't want to be lectured to by a child. I understand that. The problem is you did it to the scientists, so they were trying something else. But I do also agree that I don't really think Greta should be propped up for coronavirus stuff, because as far as I know, is she really any more informed on it than any of us are?
Nope.
So it seems like a bad PR move, but again, a bad PR move to Pratt is they trying to establish the New World Order.
We had
You know what I mean?
Jack Savage on one night. He spent a full hour going through it. That's his specialist field. He works in research and stuff like that with bacteria and viruses and stuff like that. There's a video on my channel. Go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Drop the link, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Steamy Cup of Reason, you wanted it in there, right?
Yeah, it's just the way that he said being a climate denier or whatever makes her a COVID expert. How does that work? The same way that you think the earth is flat and makes you an authority on the shape of the earth.
Exactly that, man. It makes Timmy the fucking messiah to anything, and it makes him the fucking voice of reason that he's preaching to everyone else.
Pretty much.
Yeah, this is already really annoying because I can see some of the criticisms he has being valid, but not from him. He has no valid criticisms to make because he doesn't fucking know anything. He might accidentally stumble on one, but that's about the best he'll do.
This is the man who we're talking about Pratt there, right? Because I just came back to the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the man who put a goddamn basketball on a motherfucking electric drill, put some water on it, turned the goddamn thing, or pulled the trigger, or whatever you want to say, and said, "That's water sticking to a fucking spinning ball, idiots!" Like, seriously, it would have been more productive to take that drill and stick it in your fucking head.
Yeah, because Earth rotates at fucking 60 miles per hour.
Dude,
Can you imagine if the Earth rotated at RPM like that? Have you ever seen a tree? Nope, no such thing.
Right.
Yeah.
This
is
guy
one of
is
his most entertaining videos, though.
he's literally apropos nothing.
Stupidity.
He's apropos to nothing in the conversation with COVID either. So what makes him capable of judging an expert?
Yeah,
He could
that's
turn
another
it around,
issue. Yeah,
turn it around on himself. Hello, who the fuck are you?
yeah, that's what it comes down to here. Is him saying she's unqualified. Well, she might be, but you're not either. So you're not really in a position to say that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. He's
And
not
it's
in a
funny-
position to say if somebody's qualified to have a grade 12 education.
He's embarrassed because the
Well,
child is smarter than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is, and that's the case. I watched the whole video that she was in, the source video, and all she's saying is just trust the scientists. Listen to the scientists instead of somebody who isn't a scientist who wants to say, drink bleach or whatever. She just wants you to listen to your doctors, listen to the scientists, listen to whoever is, telling you the right things instead of,
Right.
drinking bleach.
Have you people seen some of these protests where they're just raging against the restrictions that are fairly reasonable, and they're just like, no, fuck you, we're not wearing masks. I saw a video of this guy just in Walmart, just walking around screaming at people for wearing masks until a 70-year-old man just about whooped his ass, and then all of a sudden he cuts the video out. And maybe we should watch that one coming up. Maybe I'll link it here. It's a guy, and guess what his channel name is? Sovereign Citizen.
No way.
Of course.
Yes.
And, you know, again, I will say I understand some of the lockdown protests in a way, because there are some authorities that are overreaching when they shouldn't be, right? There are like, you know, power hungry cops and things like that. Those always exist. But people hear about that minority of stories and then they go and protest against all of the perfectly reasonable restrictions. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. Well, there was a rule in my home state where you couldn't take out a motorboat, but you could take out a sailboat.
Oh, I live between two lakes, Cat, and we've got ridiculous rules about boating, whereas the last thing you do is come into contact with other boats when you're boating. It's the one thing you don't want to do at like 40 knots or 50 knots in a fucking boat, man, is come in contact with somebody.
What better way to social distance than on a fucking lake?
Yeah.
I'm imagining like a couple of COVID like viruses stuck to someone's arm and going, okay, ready? We need to jump on 3.
But then there's the opposite problem in Florida where they left the beaches open, but they had the boats. Now the boats are finally back open. I'm like, okay, good. Now those people can go out on their boats and enjoy the Gulf of Mexico. Far away from each other. Far away from each other.
We're starting to open up now here in Northern Ireland, but we have a very sparsely, spread population. There's very, very little people in Northern Ireland compared to America, and I think it's 6 people now that we're allowed to meet outside, from different houses and stuff, and they are starting to open back up again over here, but it is nowhere near as bad as it is in America, or even the UK as a mainland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like places like that are going to suffer the really densely populated areas. Like, parts of the states. Like for instance, there's a corner store near my house run by an Indian guy, and he was telling me how bad it is in India that like in a week the cases doubled.
Well, yeah,
Kevin,
you
yourself.
1 billion people.
Kevin, you yourself, you're trapped not trapped because the distances are very great, but you're between 2 hot zones with Toronto and Montreal.
Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa, yeah.
Right, but so there's the trifecta, but you yourself, like in your area, isn't exactly a hot zone. Like people aren't freaking out where you live, are they?
No, it's not too bad. There's a bit of panic buying, but it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. It's the same where I live. I'm in a 30,000 populated town, halfway between Calgary and Vancouver, and we didn't really see panic buying or anything. And it's been very smooth. It's been almost no. I've only had 3 times when I've had to twice when I had to get physical with somebody for being a jerk. One guy I actually had to physically restrain in a grocery store because he thought he was going to take something out of an elderly lady's shopping cart.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was really strange. And you know me, Kevin.
I would have been ready to kick some ass for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and. Yeah, you know me, it's not going to sell, right? But other than that, it's been really cool. Amy's dying for me to shut up, so.
Aimee, go ahead.
Thanks. I just have a super chat, please.
Ilya Moon for $2 said, "Vote 1. Get this thing on."
Thank you so much.
I guess there's a little bit of South Park robber going. So maybe we should. But that's all Pratt does. What's the difference? I don't know. I'll shut up. Kevin, take it. Do something about this.
So she said rabble. I was just thinking of all the Catholic priests in the room. Rabble.
Oh no.
All right, we should play the video.
Pandemic is. So they've got to roll out their mouthpiece puppets to sell it to you, America. It sure would be nice if you would wake the fuck up and quit letting some bug-eyed, freak-looking teenager tell you how to live your fucking life. You're
Eat shit. Get the fuck off this platform, Pratt. See, like I said, there are legitimate criticisms to have about Greta Thunberg. Her appearance isn't one of them.
Right.
Especially considering you look like a fucking bum.
No shit. I mean, on his best day, he looks like a Christian charity took him in for the night to clean him up on his fucking least shakiest day where they could actually shave his ass. You know what I mean? That's...
It would be different if you were saying something to the effect of, she's young, she doesn't know what she's talking about, God bless her, but she doesn't have anything to contribute. That's a whole lot different than saying, you're ugly, therefore you're wrong.
Right.
That'd be like...
It's no way to talk about a child.
That'd be like...
Absolutely.
That'd be like me saying I don't like Pratt because he reminds me of the other crook on Home Alone that wasn't Joe Pesci.
He does. But he's an adult, so we can say that.
That's Marv, right? The one who gets electrocuted and turns into a skeleton?
Yeah, that one.
The original Sticky Bandit.
He got hit in the face by the paint can that came down the steps.
Yeah, that's a classic moment.
Yeah, Pratt's one of those guys who drive by a shopping mall, parking lot, see a bunch of shopping carts, and think it's a new development of show homes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to say, the reason I paused it there is because if that's what he's going to offer, if he's going to make fun of a child's appearance, I don't want to debunk this guy. There's nothing to debunk. He's just an asshole.
Well, to be honest, if that's the way he's going to go, this is all the bullshit because the person that's talking is ugly, then he debunks them fucking self.
Exactly. He looks like Gollum was given a few ham sandwiches.
Yeah. When he says "Oh my precious," he's holding a flat Earth model. Fuck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How far are we into this, Bull? Should we maybe just let it run?
Let's put ourselves out of our misery.
Yeah,
you guys, you know what? I muted for it, but you should have heard that. I just did an actual Barney burp from The Simpsons. Oh my god, it was awesome.
We've got 1 minute and 41 seconds left.
I think we can power through it.
I could chipmunk it a little bit if you want me to.
Yeah, let's do 1.25, and let's hear Daniel Pratt at 17 years old before his first orgasm. No, I meant 21. No, 27. How old is he?
I have no idea, Dick, but here we go.
Fucking pathetic, America. It's a joke to be an American at this point in time. A bunch of scared-ass pansy little bitches hiding from an overhyped flu. And letting little fucking teenagers tell you how to live your life. How dare you! Why do you think Jay Inslee keeps pumping climate change as he fucking acts like Hitler over this overhyped COVID flu? Because once again, it's based off pseudoscience bullshit. In order for them to enact every tyrannical policy they can. Let's see who we got here. Anderson Pooper, the CIA asset that plays a news anchor on TV. Then we got Sanjay Gupta here, the actor that was in the movie Contagion and introduced the world to...
This shows how slow... Go ahead.
I just want to say that's Dr. Sanjay Gupta. He does have a PhD. He is a doctor. I've spoke to him myself. He's a really nice guy.
But this shows how slow Daniel Pratt talks. Because when you speed it up, that's normal speed. I mean, the pitch is higher. Yeah. That's a normal speaking speed.
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. It's like, oh, now it makes we can at least get to the point somewhat today.
Right. At some point, you can get to the point.
Chipmunk.
I've realized speeding him up brings out his inner him, which is an angry 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, he almost sounded like that guy.
Yes, he actually did. That guy just fucked off at the speed of light, though, didn't he?
Yeah, well, his wife freaked out on him on Facebook and said, "That's it. Either flat Earth is gone or I am, you little bitch."
Oh, why haven't I seen this?
Somebody
Well, I'm not
told
on
me about it.
Facebook,
Yeah.
so-
But that's where he went. But literally, when I heard Pratt's voice being sped up there, all I heard was, "You unsufferable moron," because he said that a bunch of times, and that's all I could hear.
And I just want to point out really quickly something Pratt said. Stop letting a teenage girl tell you how to feel. Here's the problem. Americans don't get to control what is put on the news, and nobody is saying, like, there's no part of this that says you have to listen to this report on this station by this person.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even known about it if I hadn't come here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I don't fucking watch CNN.
Yeah, well, if that was the case, every Tuesday watching your local news, you'd end up at the SPCA with another kitten. You'd have 30 of the bastards.
I've seen studies that people that watch Fox News are actually less informed than people that watch no news whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do come to the EiE Network every Friday night and let us tell you what to think.
Yeah.
Let us tell you what to think and give us your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or your whiskey.
Yeah. Saturday too.
Yeah.
So okay, we were gonna power through it. Didn't happen. Shall we try again?
He has nothing worthwhile to say. He just says the news is brainwashing you, despite nobody watches the news. Pratt, TV news is a fucking dying medium.
Yeah. The only people that watch
years.
The only people that watch it are the people that want to be on it. Next, please.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, I just nobody watches the news because for the last decade or so, every station, not only does it have its own political bias, Fox leans to the right, CNN leans to the left, et cetera, it's reached a point where they're just trying to out sensationalize one another. They just come up with these stories because they want you to watch and be pissed off.
Yeah,
there
it's
is,
like
there
ancient
is one guy.
aliens.
Go ahead.
Oh, go.
I was just saying there is one guy that watches the news. Shout out to my dad. And then he calls me and rages in my ear.
That's the age group for network news, though, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, he's 72, so yeah, that's the phone call I get.
My dad still has Dish Network, and he watches the news all over Dish Network, basically.
Oh yeah, he's constantly telling me what Hannity said.
Kind of guy that sits back and says, "Oh, Cronkite would have done a better interview than that."
Right, which is probably true.
Let's be honest, Cronkite may have been the last true journalist, but he wasn't entirely neutral either.
No.
I don't know if it's ever been.
No, it never has.
No.
Well,
speaking of,
he literally was the guy showing the horrors of Vietnam to the world. So he's definitely biased for the people to know, hey, this is what your sons are going into.
I never saw him show the horrors of Vietnam.
We're talking.
He loved you long time.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Get it?
Too.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there. The horrors.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's so horny. He love you long time. Yeah, I know about all that.
Well, at this point, I don't even know. Do we need to finish this one? We're at 50 minutes in the stream already. Should we do an honorary gong and just send Pratt to the waste bin of flat Earth?
Yeah, fuck Pratt.
Send him back to the garage.
Cool.
We'll give him a panel voted gong. There you go.
Boom.
Fuck you, Pratt. You're an idiot.
You're a piece of crap.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was honestly, it was really funny to hear his voice sped up because I was going to say it made him sound more intelligent, but you just can't do that to that fucking moron. I don't know.
Well, it didn't make him so much. It didn't make him sound intelligent. It made him sound like he'd been hit on the head less.
Yeah. He didn't sound like he was Rocky Balboa's boxing spar partner anymore.
Yeah, like the words didn't get any smarter. How they came out did a little bit.
Less of those. I think I'm giving a meaningful pause to accentuate what I'm about to say. Moments.
Ooh, yeah, some validation boy nonsense there.
Ooh,
he's the fucking king of that, I swear.
So, Bull, what do we got next? Should we do the window breakage?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You need to watch this. This is the good one here, folks.
See, I knew to keep it.
What's the tool called? The telescoping rod that they use?
An ASP.
Is that what they're going to be using? I hope so.
I prefer the glass punch.
The punch is pretty good.
It's good. This is awesome. I love this one.
All right, let's watch it.
Hello, how's it going, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. The reason why I pulled you over is you didn't have your seatbelt on. Does this window roll down?
It rolls down, sir. It's been all up. Just trying to get things taken care of.
Okay.
Just trying to get things.
It doesn't. This window doesn't roll down.
It rolls down about like that, sir.
Do you have your
I was just gonna say, the poor cop, as soon as the guy just taps the window a tiny bit more and that's all, he'll roll it down, he's thinking to himself, oh, for the love of God, one of these fucking morons.
Yeah. So one of my colleagues that I'm working with out here, he's a reserve sheriff. So basically like a part-time sheriff in between when we're traveling. He's a sheriff in Key West, Florida. And I said something. I was like, have you heard of these sovereign citizens? He's like, yeah, the people that only roll their window down just a little bit and they're traveling and not driving. He's like, yeah, I know all about them. They're on to these guys.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't hear it very well. This guy is claiming that the window doesn't roll down all the way, that it's broken, right?
He said it rolls down about like this. Was his
okay.
word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
so
it mechanically doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, my first thought was, like, even if that is a thing that happens, the frequency with which it happens is going to tell the officer something.
Yeah.
It's going to he's going to go, no, you're fucking lying to me.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Go.
So I've watched the window, he starts to roll it back up, and you watch and see, and it works perfectly fine because he's clicking on that switch. You watch and see, it works fine.
Yeah, all that does is tell the cop, oh yeah, I know exactly what's coming here, because what that guy is saying in saying, oh well, it rolls down like this, or evading the question because he doesn't want to admit, no, I'm not rolling my window down for you, means I'm a spineless piece of shit who thinks I actually know something, but now that you're here, I'm not feeling very good about it. You know,
from a personal point of view, I have this story is totally hypothetical and didn't happen, but I may have been traveling at about 120 miles an hour and got pulled over by the cops, and the first thing he asked me when he came up to the window, I wound the window right down. He's like, well, do you know why I pulled you over? And I was like, going far too fucking fast. And he laughed, and basically the paperwork said, long story short, 75 miles an hour. So, but it's better to be friendly with them and have the fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, you don't want your window down, they're going to go, this guy's a fucking weirdo. I'm getting my gun, especially in America.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, dear boy,
Yeah, when you roll your window down like that, best case scenario, you're getting a ticket. Best case.
Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, I think MathPig brings up a really good point. Anytime you're doing something that isn't compliant, that to me is going to make the cop's reflex to grab his gun a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Well,
it's going to be in his mind because you're not complying.
And or preferably the taser, because I love the taser.
Sure.
There's the minority chance that there's mechanically something wrong with his windows still at this point, but as Aimee said, watch on.
Well, here's the other thing too. You want to play sovereign citizen. You don't want to have your license. You think that you have these inalienable rights that date back to some time before reality or whatever the hell your goddamn issue is. I'm sorry your mother dropped you on your fucking head as a child, but you're gonna have to live with it. But to drive down the road without a seatbelt in complete defiance, knowing that every one of your so-called sovereign citizen brethren goes through this fucking malarkey every time they get pulled over, could you not be smart enough to at least say, hey, I got my seatbelt on so I don't get pulled over, but I'm driving without a license, copper, as they drive by? Like, do you have to be literally like brain dead and surviving on, I don't know, the goodwill of society to keep you afloat and up to be one of these fucking idiots? How does it work?
Or have the courage of your convictions and say, yes, my window can roll down all the way. No, I'm not going to, because I have to, be honest about it.
Yeah,
no,
I mean, look
seriously.
at this.
Like you're trying to take a stance against authority anyway. Like, take your balls out and tell them you're not fucking pulling down the window.
Yeah, but look at this guy behind the wheel. He's the kind of guy that's emasculated by his wife every night with a bullwhip and a set of high heels, man. Come on.
That's CC. That's not this guy. That's CC.
I always wonder when I do get pulled over, though, because my car is jet black with a full set of tinted windows, and it's my initials followed by 666.
Oh, fuck, Oh, fuck.
Man, the very first day that I bought that license plate, I put it on the car and I drove down past the local church as they were coming out with Iron Maiden 666 coming out of the fucking radio full blast. There was about 30 people at the front of the church all looking at me going, retrobate, retrobate, retrobate. It was the funniest thing.
Fucking fantastic.
What you need to have on standby is a glass of a liquid that looks like blood, just like in your cup holder.
What I do is we have a non-alcoholic version over here of the Copperberg cider, and I do, you like juice in the car when you're driving long distances, and I would have that in the car sometime, and I'm waiting to get pulled over about drinking in the vehicle with a stamp on the side of it that says I'm non-alcoholic, but it's in what looks like an alcoholic bottle. So I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Nice.
I will say, I like what Quiddy said in the chat here. I got pulled over once with an actual broken window. I just told the cop we could open the door or talk through the back seat window. That's what you'd do if there was a problem and you didn't have a problem with the cop.
Yeah, because I would be like, no, seriously, officer, look, I'm pressing the button. It doesn't go down any farther.
Yeah.
Because that's the last thing you want standing next to your car is a nervous cop.
Yeah, man. The dude has weapons and ones that can kill your ass. Wake up. Holy God, you can't be that. Oh, yeah, right. He's a sovereign citizen. Never mind.
Well, he's this is not a good joke to make, but I'm going to make it anyway. He's not worried about it, Dick. He's white.
I love it.
Yeah.
Kevin comes in with a shill-tastic boom.
Yeah, when a cop is behind me with with his lights on, I just kind of hang my car out the window so he can see that I'm white. Normally, he turns the lights off and goes around.
Yeah.
Oh,
with that, he can't even see the damn thing.
Will these guys pilgrimage to the tomb of Ted Nugent and pray when he eventually dies? Like, is that what's going on here? I'm not sure.
I like Ted Nugent. He's all right.
Oh, I love him, man. I love him. I love him.
Nugent is a funny dude.
Yeah. And his music, like, I mean, come on, I'm 50, right? And I'm a guitar slinger. I love Ted Nugent. But to a Canadian, he's quite the modern gun-slinging motherfucker, So, you can see how these guys would like him, right?
Oh, yeah. He's very much like an overblown stereotype of an American.
Yeah, I love it. He's awesome,
And what's really funny, if you've never seen it, is watch him on the news with Piers Morgan. Because Piers Morgan is such a little prick.
God, yeah.
And he's a fucking slime ball.
Nugent isn't necessarily making the best points. Like, it's an argument about gun control, and Nugent isn't necessarily making the best points, but he still wins because Piers Morgan is just an asshole.
Yeah. Well,
Piers
Piers
Morgan.
Morgan. You know what the highlight of Piers Morgan's career was? When Clarkson give him one.
So my hometown is the home of the headquarters of PETA. And so when he would come to town for a concert, of course, they would do like a little pre-show or something like in the parking lot of PETA.
Of course.
Or they would do a fishing tournament because PETA is right on the water and they're in Norfolk. And so they would do a fishing tournament right outside on the water from PETA.
He's
an asshole like that. That's hilarious.
Because you brought them up, I have to point this out. I finally got my first reply from a checkmarked Twitter account, and it was PETA. And they did some kind of ridiculous protest in Animal Crossing recently, protesting fucking fictional fish. And I commented and said, "Meanwhile, PETA continues to murder hundreds of animals yearly." And they responded and said, "Please see why PETA euthanizes," with a link. And I said, of course, it's euthanasia when you do it.
Yeah, we used to go to the parking lot of PETA and go from car to car looking for the ones with leather seats. and we've never failed to find some.
Of course. Yeah. That's amazing. I'm sorry, I gotta do something here as well. We had a super chat, but I think Amy's having some internet issues because she dropped out of the meet here. So I'm just gonna read it out here. It was from Crafty Keela for €2. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you very much, Matt.
Yeah. And also remember out there, people, Crafty Keela is in control of the chat. So God forbid you piss her off. Just saying, you know.
And I'm just saying, Crafty Keela appears to have spare cash, and all I'm saying is all of my videos have my PayPal linked in the description box.
Fill that tip jar. Man needs his tip jar.
Jason, is that you? We should get back to this because I want to see that window break.
Oh, exactly. I can't wait to see this guy flinch and cower. And he's not a small man. This is going to be awesome.
License insurance on you, sir? I can look your insurance up if that's what you're trying to do.
Well, actually, for the record, sir, what's your name and badge number?
My name is Officer Fritz, badge number 7. Do you have your license insurance on? Sir, I need your license and insurance.
Okay, sir, is this encounter being recorded?
I need your license and insurance right now.
Sir, what evidence or information gave you probable cause to pull me over?
You didn't have your seatbelt on. You didn't have your seatbelt on when I walked up.
Moron.
Yeah, he already gave you that, but I think it's hilarious that you just blanked the guy until you could pull up your fucking script.
Also waited to pull out the camera after he put the seatbelt on. You know, so he pulled me over.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I had the seatbelt on. It's recorded. Look, see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
What a moron.
But that was 100%. Those were not his words. He was literally just reading off of his phone.
Right. He probably has like in his notepad on the phone.
Yeah.
To read.
Like he now gives me more respect for sovereign citizens who don't have their script handy because at least they believe enough in their bullshit to have it memorized.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's greenhorn, man. He's greenhorn.
Take his keys, make it back to the Krispy Kreme, and call a buddy for a ride.
But that was all. I just wanted to point out that he's now reading from a script because he's incapable of thinking for himself, yet considers himself sovereign. So should we get back to that?
Yeah, more stupid.
I'm surprised he can read.
The vehicle either.
I'm not engaged in transportation. I'm not.
Did he say not engaged in transportation?
Unit. My way, my naughty's good.
doesn't even know his script.
Sure, you give me your license, or you go to jail for obstruction.
Oh, sir, I'm not obstructing justice, sir. I'm just.
Well, give me your license.
Trying to get some information, sir. Hang on just a second. I'm not obstructing justice. I'm just.
Just someone in Route 7.
2-8 South, call advised, I'm in Route 2.
I'm gonna ask you one more time, sir. Where's your license?
Just a second, sir. I'm trying to find some information.
Where's your license?
Hang on, sir. I need to be told what I believe.
I'm looking for some. I don't know how to answer that without somebody's help, sir. What a bitch.
I got to go outside.
Where's your license at?
Just a second, sir.
No, I don't. Listen. We don't have all the time in the world, okay? Give me your license. I'll write you your ticket and get you on your way, okay?
Sir, I just wish to inform you that I was not engaged in transportation. I'm not using the highway. Are you aware that I have informed you of that, sir?
You were traveling on the roadway without your seatbelt on. That is a traffic violation.
I was engaged in my free right of travel, yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, you were traveling on the road without your seatbelt. That is a traffic violation.
Cop talked to him because the cop is saying traveling.
Where's your driver's license?
That's funny, man. The cop knows the routine.
Oh yeah, he's wise to this guy.
He's reached the point now where he'll just say you're traveling in a car, which is still a crime.
This reminds me of the video that I have on my channel with the sovereign citizen who's on the phone with his friend, whose name is Squeak, and he's like, they're about to break my window, Squeak.
Definitely the phone a friend option. You know, playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who's the person you're going to phone? Squeak.
Right? Yeah. Don't call Squeak. He's a very bad lawyer.
Oh boy. Oh, we got another super chat there from Godless Scummer. Thanks very much, man. That's pounds, right?
Yep.
Sterling, pound, quid.
All right.
Sorry.
Five quid. Funny how these morons all seem to become sovereign citizens when they're pulled over. Well, I mean, I think these sorts of people, they think they're always sovereign citizens. There's the only time they get to do anything about it is when they're pulled over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But it's the worst tactic because they seem to turn a seatbelt violation into a night in jail.
Yeah.
Like
they turn a ticket into like resisting arrest and all kinds of shit.
Right. I can turn a seatbelt violation into a warning pretty easily just by saying, you know what, dude, I forgot, my neck hurt, and so I didn't put it on, or I just forgot, or whatever, and just be cool about it, and you're probably going to get a warning.
Probably.
Beach 8, my favorite Breaking Bad spinoff, Better Call Squeak.
Oh god, I could probably, with the help of Dick Dawson, make a commercial about that, a spinoff.
For
Better Call
sure.
Squeak, because the whole time this dude's pulled over, he's on the phone with this dude, and he's calling him Squeak, and the guy's telling him his lines to say, and he's repeating them until the point that his window gets smashed.
Yeah.
They actually smashed 2 of his windows. They weren't fucking around.
Oof. And yeah, that's another thing is they're turning a ticket into serious damage to their car, which I assume the cops are not going to have to pay for.
I wonder if the insurance company would pay for that at that point.
Yeah. Like he's just making it worse for himself. Sorry, Steamy, go ahead.
Yeah, Hawkskull on the side chat, he says he's already so far off the script, he's expecting him to start singing Oklahoma.
All right,
Well,
should we?
he's not even saying that he's traveling. He said that he's engaged in transportation.
Right.
That's not the script.
Yeah.
I'm not even a sovereign citizen, and I know that.
Mark II. You haven't got the memo. This is Volume 2, Mark II.
This must be his first time doing this. He's a new sovereign citizen, and he got the terminology right because he wasn't able to find it. Like he kept ignoring the cop and saying, "Hang on, I'm pulling up information," and then just out of nowhere he said the engaged in transportation thing. So he made that up and didn't realize he got it wrong.
Yeah. He's doing a soft sit road test.
Soft sit Mad Libs.
Oh my god, that would be fantastic. I would love that. Mad Libs for sovereign citizens.
Let's see what the Jelly Belly does next.
Sir, where's your driver's license? This is the lawful stop.
Okay, my next question, sir, is do you have a search warrant that has me listed properly signed and notarized for you to search my vehicle?
I don't need a search warrant to ask for your license. I need your driver's license.
You have an arrest warrant with
You're supposed to have your driver's license and insurance verification for your vehicle, okay?
Okay, so is this a custodial stop or is it an actual...
You're detained to investigate, okay? I'm here
So,
because you didn't have your seatbelt on when you passed me.
so am I under arrest, sir?
No. You are being detained at the time.
Okay, am I free to go?
No, you're not.
Okay.
You are not free to go.
All right, sir, since I am... So this isn't a custodial.
This is a traffic stop, and you're being detained
So I'm being detained and I'm not...
because you did not have your seatbelt
Okay,
on.
sir, so therefore I wish to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not provide you with
But
any
you
information.
have to give me your license, or you can go to jail for obstruction.
That's not true, sir. Oklahoma-
The Fifth Amendment only applies once you've been arrested.
I was going to say the fifth is only something you use in court, right?
Well,
That's
once
right.
you've been arrested.
Yeah.
Once you've been Mirandized, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because once you've been read your rights, you can then exercise your right. That makes sense.
Correct.
At that point, you're officially charged.
Yeah. Looks like we've got Aimee back with us there.
We do.
Excellent.
I am,
excellent.
I
Welcome
think.
back.
Can you hear me okay?
Super chat, Mama.
Yep.
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
good.
it's okay, honey.
We
Good.
were all so worried.
Oh, yeah.
Did they read
We
the
sent out
Lovely
a
old
search
computers.
party.
Yeah,
We're-
their computer froze. So
Matt,
yeah, here we go.
Matt, we're
Did
down
you
one
guys read
super chat.
this first super chat?
We're down one. We got that Glober Mommy one. That's all yours, buddy.
Wilbur Mommy for $5 said, "I will not be detained. Gets window broken and tasered."
Just like that. You're right. Jeez.
Hey,
Thank you very
really
much.
quickly, Schrodinger, what's the name of the guy who I know you've seen the clip. It's like the Sovset clip where the guy is trying to get into some sort of government building. They won't let him in, and they pull out the taser on him, and one guy kind of lightly shoves him backwards, and as the taser's being pointed, you hear him say, "Let the record show that you just battered me." Ah!
Yes, yes. Oh, that dude, I don't know his name, but he's the one that would walk around his town with a rifle slung over his back,
Right.
saying that he was keeping order. And the news came to interview him. Of course, he lived with his mom. And so they're interviewing him, and his mom is saying, I don't know what happened to him. I'm afraid that he's going to get himself killed. I wish he would stop this nonsense. And so I can't remember the dude's name, but I know exactly who you're talking about because that was that dude who's a legend now, that cop P. Barnes.
P. Barnes,
And-
yeah, that's the name I knew of, yeah.
The guy, he does not fuck around.
No.
Like,
He just, he gives no shits. He just goes, "Step back, sir." And as he's saying that, he's pulling out the taser.
right. Yeah. And like he gave him fair warning. He
did.
So, but he's kind of like that. Remember that that cop that walks up to the dude's window and he's like, name and badge number, and he's like, I'm Lieutenant so and so from whatever, which is weird because why is a lieutenant making a traffic stop? But either way, and the guy's like, he's like, name and badge number, and he tells him, and then he says name and badge number again, and he just reaches up and grabs the window and just rips the window out of the dude's car. You guys haven't seen that one? Oh, check it out.
No, yeah, I got to see that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
both hands. He just grabs the window and just breaks the window out of the guy's car, and then he says, "Step out of the car."
That's awesome.
Oh, I bet I can find it real fast. I'll send you the chat.
We got a super chat to get caught up with there, and apparently I missed one earlier, so I apologize for that. But
and
guys,
Amy's back.
Yes. So here we go.
Morten Nielsen for Danish for 45 Danish Corona said, Matt, they forgot to read my earlier super chat. Scroll up a bit. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that, guys.
Okay, we're going to scroll up and find it.
I actually
I
can't see it when I scroll up.
No, that's cool.
I can't scroll up far enough.
Oh.
That was Godless
Scummer.
Scummer.
We got Godless Scummer. We got Glober Mommy.
I've got it.
Okay.
I'll stick it in the Discord.
Could you repeat your previous one?
Thank you.
Yeah,
no,
we'll
that's okay.
have
We'll
to-
get it. I'll get
It's
it.
coming,
Then
Matt.
we'll-
It's
We'll get
coming,
it in
buddy.
a second. We're just we got to pull it up from studio.
I
somewhere,
actually
right?
have that one.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Bull to the rescue.
Morten Nielsen for 25 Danish kroner. Must give you money. Can't resist. Bzz.
Oh, that's a good one.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, Quitties. Thanks for reminding me. The correct way to say that currency is dick dollars.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Yeah, you can keep paying them, but you might not get it.
All right, let's see this damn window break.
Window break. Window break.
Oklahoma is not a identified state.
You are if you. There's a
arrest
traffic
me-
stop.
If you arrest me,
There is
sir,
a traffic stop.
If you arrest me, sir, then I am required to give you information.
This is a traffic stop,
For a traffic
and you are required to give me your driver's license. It is Oklahoma state law for you to surrender your driver's license and security verification. You're going to open this door. You're going to go to jail for obstruction. I've had enough. Open this door.
I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain.
No, you're not. Open this door. You're going to go to jail for obstruction.
You may have the right to remain silent, and I have a right to counsel. I'm not going to say anything else until my attorney is present.
Open this door. You're obstructing. You're going to go to jail for obstruction. Open this door. Give me your license, and we'll get you on your way. You can make this easy. You gonna roll this window down and give me your license? Think I've been pretty fair so far. Sir, I'm giving you a lawful command to give me your driver's license and insurance verification. You don't do that, you're going to jail for obstructing an officer.
Sir, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting out of this vehicle.
But by you doing that, you're obstructing my investigation. Sir, it'd be a lot easier if you rolled this window down, gave you your license insurance verification, then you can go on your way, okay? But by you doing this, it's going to make things a lot more difficult for both you and I, okay?
I've already informed you
You're breaking the law by not surrendering your driver's license and insurance verification. This is the traffic stop because you did not have your seatbelt on. You watch me for a second. At all. Sir, like I just said, roll the window down, give us your license and insurance verification, okay? I'll write you a citation, everything checks out good, get you on your way, okay? But by you not follow my directions, you're obstructing my investigation.
It's about to happen, guys.
Hey, sir. What'd you say your name was? Okay. Your name is what? Okay. Well, I'm just going to inform you because you're not cooperating with me and you have committed a traffic violation. We're going to have to use a window punch on your window to get you out. I'm warning you now, that's where we're at. Okay, I'm just informing you where we're going with this. Okay?
I don't know how well it works. If you wanted to try. Will be used against me.
Is that a window punch?
Court of law. I don't know how well it works. I never used them 1 week before. So please do not ask me to produce anything and give it to you.
Wait, the fire department.
From this point forward, please do not ask me to answer any questions or perform any form of test related to any matter whatsoever.
Sir, I'm going to ask you again, what is your name? I'm going to warn you now that due to you not cooperating after committing a traffic violation, that we're going to have to forcefully get into your vehicle, okay? So before we go to that extreme, we're going to give you a chance to roll the window down and give us your license and insurance, okay?
From this point forward, I do not consent to providing you with any information or documents that could or will be used against me in a court of law or to possibly incriminate me. So please do not ask me to produce anything and give it to you. From this point forward, please do not ask me to answer any questions or to perform any form of test relating to any matter whatsoever without my attorney present. Officer, badge number 7, do you intend to harm, injure, or punish me by any method of assault, arrest, and incarceration because I have invoked these fundamentally protected rights?
Sir, all I'm asking you to do is to roll your window down, give me your license and insurance verification.
For the record, officer, badge number 7, no law is valid if it requires me in any way to waive any fundamentally protected rights in order to exercise any other right or alleged privilege. And no law can convert the free exercise of any right into a crime. I've repeatedly informed you that I choose not to waive any of my fundamentally protected rights. So I ask you again, officer, badge number 7, do you intend to harm, injure, steal my property, or otherwise punish me for invoking my fundamentally protected rights?
Listen, sir, I pulled you over because you weren't wearing your seatbelt, okay? So, I'm lawfully allowed to ask you for your license and insurance verification. okay? And you were not cooperating right now. Therefore, we're going to have to forcefully enter your vehicle. He has a hammer.
We got a bunch of
Be a little careful. What do you think's best?
Well, you want to go hands-on. We'll get on real quick.
Yeah, we'll go
Make sure he
hands-on.
doesn't have a weapon somewhere tucked away. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have one tucked to where you can't see it.
So as far as you bust the window out,
Yeah.
and then we'll take care from there, and you kind of just
Yeah. I'm gonna go up and hit it, clean it real quick. You guys go hands-on.
Okay, then we'll go from there.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, we're ready now.
Okay, I'm not resisting. I just want you to know you guys are falsely imprisoning me.
Get out! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
Stay down.
I'm not going anywhere.
All right, we're gonna roll you over on your back, okay? Scoot back. All right, stand up.
All right, hang on, I got a bad
All right, put one knee up. There, 1, 2, 3. Up.
I got a bad knee.
All right, let's go. Put him in my car.
I like to wish.
7 taco, you send the next one up, be black in color.
I tie those phones up. Evidence.
Yeah.
Before we leave, we need to double check, make sure you don't have any cuts or anything.
Get a warrant on it,
I appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Man.
Able to pull up the link that I put in the internal chat? Because if you play the first 35 or so seconds of that video, you can see what one of these stops should go like.
Well, let's go. Let's cover this one for a second here, though, because I mean, come on, there was some good stuff there. So,
Well, yeah.
one
thing I just want to.
Well, let's see a vote in the chat. 1, he actually has a driver's license. 2, the stupid son of a bitch does not own a driver's license. Let's see the votes, because I'm thinking it's got to be number 2, and that's the only reason he played this scenario out as far as he did.
They usually have expired licenses on them.
That, or I've seen ones where they've had an actual license, and went the whole script through to the point of arrest, and the cop, after he's arrested the person, has the license in his hand, and it's like, why didn't you just show me this?
Yeah,
it would have been so simple.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So
Are you
it could
permitted
go
to
either way.
drive? Yeah. What? Like, there's nothing in the Constitution of my country, your country, blah 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 blah, that says anything about your God-given inalienable right to drive a combustion engine automobile. Yeah, fuck
Doesn't
off
matter
and
what
get a
country
license, you idiot.
Exactly.
They buy
Doesn't
into
matter
it.
where you live. Driving is a privilege, not a right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the whole thing with paying fees to renew your license and so on and so forth actually contributes to the infrastructure that has to be paid for so that we have fucking roads to drive on, idiot.
Hey, you know,
Damn it.
Inquisitive Quandary brings up a good point. Maybe he has a license and warrants. That's
good
possible.
point. Yeah,
But
good point.
I also just want to say I want to give out my appreciation to Officer Badge Number 7 for his saint-like patience.
My God, eh?
Sorry, Cam.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to contrast with the video that I just posted, because it's one of the ones that just probably has heard this script so many times. It takes 35 seconds.
It's more so it's more of a P Barnes type
passage.
encounter.
Yes, and it's so glorious.
Okay,
Well, I mean, am I
actually have
alone
that,
here?
I have that ready for you, actually.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Right on.
Yeah.
All right.
I am going to continue to film, and it is not a crime for me to travel without a license.
And proof of insurance, sir.
What you may have,
I'm giving you a lawful order.
what you may have,
Obey it, or I'm going to
what you may have, what you may have is the opportunity to read. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is assault. This is assault. You've broken my.
So stand down and get your.
Open your window now, or I'm gonna bust it out.
Now you're going. Okay, I need you to call and I need you to get your supervisor
favorite
out
tool.
here.
Driver's license,
I need your
proof of insurance.
supervisor out here. I need your supervisor.
don't.
I'm asking for. I am asking him for his supervisor.
Yep.
I'm asking you for your supervisor. Okay, officer, I'm asking you.
He's still fucking asking for a supervisor.
Yeah. Love it. That's how it's done, man.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. That is like
that first dude was a police lieutenant, and he's probably been hearing this for like 20 years. And he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna break your window with my fucking hands.
I don't give a shit. I'm tired of
Rip
this
it out.
shit.
That was super impressive.
That was awesome.
I ain't playing this game no more.
Which does kind of say something about the officers in the video we watched earlier who took probably the better part of half an hour and like 5 or 6 vehicles and all this equipment just to get this guy out of his car when another officer did it with his bare hands.
Right. He's probably like, you know what? I've got 30 years. I'm 2 weeks from retirement. I don't have to put up with this shit.
I'm getting that golden watch anyway.
Right. I'm the senior guy on this shift. You know, I get to write the report.
Supervisor, I am the supervisor. Get the fuck out.
And you know, in general, when it comes to soft sets, something I have to say is like I've had a few brushes with the law in the past. Nothing too bad. I actually still have a clean record because of it. And that's what I'd like to point out is all the times I've encountered cops, you just listen to them, nod, do what they say, don't do anything stupid or bitchy. You tend to be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was hotboxing a car with some friends back when pot was still illegal, and you couldn't see the front of the car from the back. There was so much smoke in there, and a cop pulled in, cornered us, and parked behind us. Tapped on the window. We rolled it down. Smoke billowed into his face, and he looked at us and said, "Little bit of weed tonight, boys." And we said, "Yes, sir. Sorry, sir." And we handed it to him. And he was at the end of it all, he was like, "So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down, because there's only one exit out of this place. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to park, and I'm going to wait there for a half hour. If you come out during that time, we're going to have a conversation. After that, I'm going to drive away. That was the extent of probably the worst interaction I ever had with the cops.
Well, immediately after that, he went through the drive-thru and got some food to take care of the contact high that he got from your read.
As you say that, Kevin, there was an instance where I was at a concert and the security guard came up and took the cigarette packet full of joints off us. And I turned to my mates and I was like, man, I'm so sorry, the fucker caught me. And they just said to me, turn around. And I turned around and the fucking security guard's walking away smoking them. You
Oh, jeez.
Sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, usually.
So what else we got, Bull?
Well, this one we probably won't make it through tonight, but we can damn sure get started on it. It is a 40-minute video about being trespassed and Top Cop owner. So this would be really interesting if we got into it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that does sound interesting. All right, let's get into it.
And we can always speed it up if it goes slow. So
sure.
All right.
Even take it personal that you would.
I don't care how you take it. Your feelings don't trump my rights. You're probably glad they repealed prohibition so you can go home and get drunk and beat your dog.
You're a person.
Do you have a dog?
Care for other people's feelings.
Do you have a dog? I care about other people's rights. Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog? Their feelings don't trump my rights. Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog? How many times have you beat your dog?
Do you care about?
You don't trump my rights. Do you have a dog?
Can you pick one, ma'am? I'm curious about the answer to either question, but pick one. That's all I had to say. Is that's some weird like multiple personality thing she was pulling there. Do you have a dog? Your feelings don't trump my rights. Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog? My feelings don't trump your rights.
Did she say you have to repeal prohibition? Because that was repealed like in the 30s.
Yeah.
Not to mention it's the only amendment that's ever been repealed too. It stands alone. Yeah. That's like America's big oops, we fucked up, basically.
Yeah.
How do you not know that?
Kind of hilarious, to be honest. Because we repealed it even earlier in Canada, and that's the reason we were the rum runners for the longest time.
And we appreciate it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this lady started at 11, and I'm curious to see where she's going to go from here. I just wanted to point out her weird multiple question thing. It was throwing me off. Should we let her continue?
You have a wife? No, probably not. She probably divorced you because you beat her.
Oh.
How about you? How many citizens have you beat today? None? So none today? All right, so I guess how many yesterday then?
I didn't work yesterday.
You didn't work yesterday? All right, so you had a day off from beating people.
What's going on, guys? It's Josh with Accountability for All, and today we went to the Department of Transitional Assistance in Malden. They told me I had to leave because it was illegal to film. On top of that, one of the employees...
I just have to say, sir, I'm very sorry. Your high-pitched voice fooled me. I didn't realize you were Unirock's brother.
Making a new gay joke, he should have went to Specsavers. Them some bad glasses.
Yeah.
This is why I found this video and thought it was perfect, because I was looking and I said, he reminds me of someone.
Well, to be fair, I did have the compressor on from the previous video, so it was like, you know, because that audio from that glass breaking one was terrible.
It took me a minute to recognize that voice. But this guy with the faux hawk there is, he's one of those First Amendment auditors. He sounds like a girl, and he's a convicted sex offender.
Oh.
He's a convicted felon sex offender, yes.
Oh, dear.
Ooh. I can't recall his name, or else I'd say it, but I'll probably remember it here in a minute.
All right.
They assaulted me, right? So I let him know he was under citizen's arrest. The chief of police came, knew who I was. He started off real nice, but then he came back out and said that my rights didn't matter. So I told him you can't trespass me without a trespass notice. So he tells the woman to file a trespass against me. End result, the employee is charged with assault and battery, right? And I'm trespassed from a public place. A public official trespasses me from a public place funded by public tax dollars because I was practicing my constitutionally protected activity. Well, you know what? The trespass notice is as good as the policy they have that says no filming. Because by the time my lawyer gets done with them, we're going to institute some change. You got to check this out. It's crazy. What's going on, guys?
Okay. I only just got back from getting Felix's supper ready and stuff, but I caught like 30 seconds of what he was saying, and that whole, as soon as my lawyer got through with him, who is this fucking idiot and why do I hate him?
He's a convicted sex offender.
Oh, of course he is. Absolutely. And I'm sure his lawyer is just waiting for his next call because he looks like he's got bucket loads of money just waiting for his next frivolous lawsuit.
As far as I can tell from my dealings with him, he doesn't have a lawyer.
There's been some comments in the chat about that. What lawyer? I don't believe he has a lawyer.
I'm sure somebody in the chat can remember his name, even though I can't.
You know, between the two hands he has at the end of his arms, I don't believe he has one that's willing to stroke his own dick, let alone have a lawyer. Are you kidding me?
I have to read this out. TD Lane said that question was as loaded as asking Dekus how many flirts he disintegrated with his mind.
How many did you?
Well, that's not
lost count. Did you?
It's, you know, when it's all one big pile of ash, it's
well,
differentiate.
Reason, look at it this way: he still hasn't decided to become the Borg, so we're doing okay. Let's not push it.
Let's
few times. And
Let's not
you know, verb in correct direction kind of comes to mind because they were not integrated in the first place. Let's face it. Can't disintegrate wasn't actually whole. Like, or they have nothing. So
that's a fair point.
Can I at least clear the air on this one, Kevin? He's not Canadian, is he?
Who?
This fucking idiot.
Oh God, I hope not.
Okay, he reminds me of that one fucking moron from out west here that I remember him as the guy that Beaver likes to pick on. What's his fucking name?
Walker?
Yeah, that
he's
fucking.
He's bald, darker skinned. He's maybe a little bit Latino.
No, Fokker is Fokker's Indian.
Oh, like native.
No, like India.
Like East Indian. Okay. Oh,
yeah, his actual name is some Indian name.
Thanks to Christopher Columbus, the term Indian is confusing to North Americans, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, he's like Indian from India. His real name is he actually speaks the language. I think he's first generation. But as Kevin Kennedy well knows, I'm well versed with Fokker.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah, well, I took him behind the woodshed one night.
As my video said, it was like a cat toying with a mouse who's blind and has broken legs.
Yes, and Down syndrome.
Kevin, don't let me forget. We have to run the promo for Series 2 of Pain of Progress tonight. Oops.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
well,
good.
in that case, should we maybe do a little bit more of this and then head towards wrap up? What are we looking at on time here?
Oh, we're only at like 106, so yeah, we're pretty close. That's probably good timing. Perfect. I'll shut up now. You got to know when to fold them, baby.
Absolutely.
Factard saying that didn't sound racist at all. I assume he's referring to Schrodinger saying, I don't know some Indian name. That's not racist. Indian names are hard to pronounce for North American people. They just are.
Yeah, that's why they used to be a joke, but now we can't do it anymore. And I'm sure they would laugh if we could, but we're not allowed to because, they could butcher our names and everybody could have a blast. But social justice warriors, and I got to shut up now. Okay.
I got to check, from an Irish names point of view, could you spell Siobhan for me if you were spelling it?
For the love of God, Pig, I only just figured out a few years ago that Siobhan or Sibin name or whatever actually pronounces Siobhan. And I was like, what the? I give up. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. It's been Siobhan longer than it's been Siobhan. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was on The Flash they did that to me. And I was reading in the credits. And I'm like, no, I didn't see that. But where's that Siobhan character?
I was just thinking of that joke in Office Space. There's the Indian guy Samir, and the lady gets him his mail, and she's calling out the names, and she goes Samir Naga.
Oh,
and
God.
he takes the envelope, and she goes and walks away. And later on, he's going. He's not that hard. EiE Network. EiE Network.
EiE Network. Yeah, that's what was actually his name. And then one of the Bobs later is like. He's like looking at the list. He's like, Naga, not gonna work for here anymore.
Hey, MathPig, can you look in the chat? Hawk Skull, he posted Eimee Hogan is still my favorite Irish spelling. Can you say that word for me? Because I know I didn't.
Hold on, where are we in the live chat?
Yeah, Hawk Skull.
EOGHAN. EOGHAN.
Yeah, if he says Mark.
If he says Mark.
Egan, I'm not sure in that one. Now, in all honesty, I'm Northern Irish and I'm Scottish descent, so I'm the Protestant side. I don't know any of these Irish names. I just make fun of them.
Would it be
The first question I usually get whenever I join a hangout is, are you a Protestant atheist or a Catholic atheist?
Yep.
Well, Crafty Keelan in the chat said that is pronounced Owen.
Owen. Yep.
Owen.
Yep.
Oh no, that's just fucked up. I don't even know that one.
I was gonna say Owen. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah, but can we call this the language of too many letters? Like, can we just do that now and be done with it? Because look at the difference.
Spelling of Shifra.
I'm sorry, my brain didn't register that. Could you try again, please?
If you were going to say it, it sounds like Shifra, but if you say it quickly, Shifra. And it's an Irish name, and it's worse than Siobhan.
Wow. Yeah, you guys somehow like descendants. Like, is there a tree that comes together with the Welsh and the Irish with the fucking spellings? Is that how this works?
Funny story. I actually have my lineage traced back, as I mentioned earlier. I'm 7 generations out of Scotland. I'm one of those people that was brought here to breed out the Irish. I just love the Irish. The Irish are more appealing than, I was going to say the Scottish, but we're not picking Tatty. But the Irish are more appealing,
One of the original Ulster Scots.
See, now all I can think of is all of the anti-Irish racism that's in that movie, Gangs in New York.
Oh, aye.
You've never seen that? Oh, don't mind him. He used to be Irish.
And saying that, man, you should grow up here in Northern Ireland in the 80s during the Troubles. It's fucking work.
Absolutely.
I know a guy who, I know a guy who was actually, not to depress the whole stream, but I know a guy who was a Protestant who was doing drag racing in his Capri, so his dad took the car off him, and to take a shortcut home one night, he walked through the Catholic area, got a beating for being a Protestant in the Catholic area, walked out of the Catholic area into the Protestant area, and then got a beating for walking out of the Catholic area.
Jesus. Literally, that sounds like Jesus.
I'm worried. I'm worried that the IRA is going to bust into this stream. We might need to change the topic.
Hey, speaking of this stream, why don't we kick it over to Pain of Progress Series 2 promo video? Thor, Logic of the Gods, and Steaming Cup of Reason, kicking ass and taking names with another series of an amazing show. Why don't we pull that out of our butts and show it?
I was just laughing.
There's no need to really end the stream at this point.
No, fuck all that. You know, we got until SciStrikeling kicks in. Until then, the world is ours.
Yes, let me find it real quick.
For $1,000.
Did anyone see that thing that Vesta Freya shared in the chat? I'm pretty sure this is real because I've seen it before.
It is real.
The Welsh train station name.
Yeah, it's an actual place.
It's a village.
You gotta be kidding me. I thought she literally just did that. I'm just gonna free type like whatever my fingers hit for a second. Like I thought that was a complete joke.
Lashna flip lock.
Yeah.
All right, guys, got it ready.
Once more.
Wow. All right.
Wait, MathPig. Once more.
I'm totally guessing. Lashna lock. The start's correct and the end's correct. Fuck the middle.
I wish Barman was here.
Barman can't actually say that.
But this
I
is
know.
funny. The Scottish man's going to try and do a Welsh name with a Welsh accent. This is going to be very understandable for all the American people.
Here we go, right? You ready?
Oh Jesus, he's bad.
Tatty,
that what are you, a sheep?
We got a
Tatty,
super
that's
chat
not
real
bad.
fast here.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
You're a sheep. Crafty Keela for €2 said, Sam here. Sleep time. GN folks.
Good night.
Good night, folks. Chat. Behave. Lol.
Thank you so much. Good night, Crafty. We love you.
Good night, Keela. Take care, honey. All right.
I just
How
want to
about
point
that?
out that when Matt pronounced it Jeanette, the subtitles decided he was talking about someone named Jeanette Stoltz.
That's probably Eric's
Sounds about
wife.
right.
Still pissed off he got fired from Back to the Future.
Oh, poor Eric Stoltz.
Okay, let's kick it, Bull.
Oh, do we not? No, we do not.
I don't see. Oh, okay. Kevin moved from one side to the other. I thought we lost.
You should be on. I'm sorry. I was like trying to let that be so that they didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Well, and I forgot to turn y'all back on. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
No worries. There we go.
Nice,
So,
yeah,
everybody, we'll be re-uploading season 1 as regular videos because we did them live this time around. They'll be intertwined with season 2 as these guys nail it out of the park for us. Can't wait. Pain of progress right here on the EiE Network. It's going to be awesome. What do you think, Kevin? Shall we send it around the table, buddy?
Absolutely. We had some nice dumb fuckery today. I'll say for myself, I'm still a little disappointed about the officers who needed to, who didn't have the resources they needed to just deal with that one dude very quickly. That was annoying. Daniel Pratt is a turd. He has no redeeming qualities, and that's about all I have to say about tonight. Break more windows. In terms of going around the table here, Aimee, what'd you think of tonight?
Well, I had watched these videos all earlier, so my head was really hurting. So I thought I'd share all that fun with you guys. So I'm very sorry for that. I've got
Aimee
coffee
is
in the
tonight's
house.
Tattie.
Exactly. So I should be nicer next week. Daniel Pratt is a pig, and I was very glad I watched through that whole video with looking at him like I was going to rip his lips off if he said anything untowards towards Greta. He did say some things, but not completely bad. He's a scum. The guy that was the window was smashed. That was just sweet justice. And the last guy is very annoying. So I'll save that video for another day too. And he's crap. But anyway. But I had a great night, and I hope everyone tunes in. SciStrikeling has movie night tonight, where it's SciStrike's birthday, so it's kind of like a celebration of that. So please don't forget to go over there. Tomorrow we have the Shills, and that's going to be a great episode. Everybody's going to enjoy that. Sunday we have Poker Stream, and we have the Uncalled For, which is supposed to be another good show tomorrow on Sunday. So don't forget to watch that. And Matt has a super chat. Please.
Yes, we do. Godless Scummer, my subscriber for £5, said, not saying Daniel Pratt is unpopular, but its own mother slapped the stork that delivered him. You spelled that wrong.
That's okay. It's a typo. Thank you very much.
You just read through, buddy. Thanks, Godless.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. And actually, Aimee bringing up the smashing windows reminds me that I want to say my favorite part of tonight was the guy who was asking for a supervisor as he was threatening to have his window smashed, was asking for a supervisor as his window was smashed, and was still asking for a supervisor as he was being pulled out of his car. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That was the
best. Dick Dawson, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Well, you know what? I'm slightly disappointed if I can get into this just for a second here, and I won't take long. But I truly wish that Daniel Pratt was a sovereign citizen, because then when I went to bed at night, I could rest assured that once a week some angry fucking cop is literally gonna butt fuck the goddamn stick once a week in a jail cell. But as it is, I can still rest pretty well knowing that he is at least chained to that fucking water heater like the shaved human Sasquatch son of a bitch that he is. So that, I mean, you know, that's a good consolation prize, I guess. But the sovereign citizen thing, these guys drive me absolutely fucking crazy. Because how can you be so goddamn stupid to drive around without a fucking license and whatnot and have your goddamn seatbelt off? Every time a policeman sees you without a seatbelt, your punk ass is getting pulled over. What the fuck is... How could you be so goddamn stupid? Can you seriously actually... figure out how to use a cell phone to get your fucking punk ass on the internet enough to watch these stupid soft sit videos, and yet you can't use that same fucking internet connection to go to a goddamn website that will tell you what the fucking laws really are? Holy fuck? And these people procreate? Jesus Christ. Okay, I gotta have a beer. I'm done.
Sorry, I was.
You go, man.
For some reason, I thought I heard Jutmonk coming from somewhere.
Yeah, like you were totally channeling him.
All right, and Schrodinger's cat. What did you think of tonight? This is becoming the norm kind of thing for you.
Oh yeah, no, this was right inside my wheelhouse. So this weekend I've got a video coming up along these same lines. So there was a guy that went to a correctional facility, assaulted a cop, not a cop, a prison guard, and then went home to find the state police serving a subpoena on him. He didn't go to court, of course, and so they made a bench warrant. He was given 10 days in jail. In one video subsequent to that, he said he served 7 days. And another, he said he served 4 days. And he said that he has never claimed to be a lawyer, yet I found 2 videos of him claiming to be a lawyer. So we'll have some fun with that. So everybody stay tuned.
Excellent. And Steaming Cup of Reason. What did you think of tonight, sir?
Well, I was making notes of all the things I wanted to really talk about, but after hearing Dick, all I can do is but I will say this. First of all, the cop that ripped the windows out with his bare hands, he is officially now my new great hero. I love the guy. Keep it up. The second guy, well, like all soft sits, what can I say? The only place their bullshit has any fucking value is in the outhouse. And Pratt, well, he's just a walking stool sample without the jar. So with that, I just want to remind everybody, next Sunday, season 2 of Pain of Progress begins. And first up will be Thor. So be there.
I've been giggling since you said stool sample. Because and for a really stupid reason, my grandfather used to have a little knickknack in his house that I first encountered before I knew what the phrase stool sample meant, and it was a little plastic like medication bottle with a little wooden stool inside of it, and it said stool sample.
Oh dear! Oh no!
So now, even though I know what stool sample means, anytime someone says that, I picture the little chair in the bottle. Oh, jeez. All right.
He got it for himself. He made a shitty present.
They all just laughed.
Speaking of,
they actually didn't understand what you said, so they all just laughed as a natural reaction.
No, I got it totally, man. Yeah, I'm one of the few on the team that can literally hear every word Tatty says, because Tatty and I work back production together. If I can't understand what he's saying, then we're going nowhere, right? I laugh along and have a gag, but I actually hear it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of though, Tatty, what did you think of tonight, man?
Oh my fucking god! I mean, and you think that I'm evil. Granted, I expose you to this kind of dipshittery and dumbfuckery week upon week, but still. This bugger all to do with me, folks. I want it known. I want it noted. Nothing to do with me. It's all that nasty Aimee one's fault. But, wow, what can you say? Mr. Pratt, the fucking knuckle-dragging fucktard himself. I mean, come on to buggery. I know that everyone's got a purpose in life. Everyone does have a purpose in life. His is to waste oxygen. And... oh, fuck me gently. And then as for the travel... oh, no, you said last night, sweetheart. But as for these travelling fucking citizen fuckwits, oh, where can you begin with them? I mean, really, the self-entitlement, the dumb fuckery, the absolute pig-headedness, I mean, just wank stains. End of wank stains.
Definitely.
Oh, and just
The self-entitlement, I think, is really big.
Oh, definitely. And just for me, put 69 in the chat. Fuck Knuckle.
Well, here's my thing. They know that they have to have all this shit. It's not like it hasn't been made clear that they need this shit, right? It's not a big secret. You need a driver's license. Like, I don't understand why they think they don't need one. I don't get it.
Well, I think it's that flat Earth mentality of like, I know some secret that the general public doesn't. I don't need a license because I know this secret. But it's not a secret, and it's
like you're stupider than most.
Well, shoot, who have I got left here? I'm missing someone. Well, Bull. Yeah, you spoke up already. What's
yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on it. It's like, what makes you think you're different than everybody else? Like, how does it not follow? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I get their mindset. I don't get how they think they're gonna get away with it.
Yeah, what is the goal of it? Like, what do you want to happen as an end result of it? If the Earth were flat, what would be the point of keeping all that shit a secret? Okay, same thing goes with the soft set. If this really is the case, then who's backing all this shit up?
Right.
And
yeah, that's
the answer is you minority loons that think it's all right. You know, that's basically it. You've got yourself.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I have a relative who buys into this subset stuff, and from the way he's explained it to me, it would require just as many, if not more, people to be in on the conspiracy than Flat Earth, because it comes down to literally every judge ever knows that they're secretly enforcing maritime law.
Well, if you went over all the conspiracies and put all the people that are involved together, the only people left not involved in the conspiracies are the fucking idiots living in mom's basement and the homeless guy that you give a quarter to when you get a coffee. That's it, man.
That's you just defined Hans Wormhat.
There you go.
Like not even all the people are in on it. All the animals, the gorillas are fake, man. They're just people in too.
Like this whole thing is just one big giant Truman show. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Sure.
Whenever we had I had Mark Sargent on the channel and did an interview, and by the end of it, he had trying to convince me that it's a simulation of a flat Earth with a conspiracy where everyone's trying to convince us that it's a globe. Yeah, no, it ended up with Mama Atheist coming on and telling him to go fuck off. I know the math, I know the science. Go suck my dick.
Then you got those crazy concave earthers. Oh man, those fuckers.
Oh fuck. Oh god, I
just invert the math. I'm sorry, putting one over it all, saying this is how it works, and I should be able to see China fine. Where's all this heat going? If we're inside an Earth, where the fuck is the heat going? Because we'd be burned to death by a star in the middle of that.
Yeah.
There's only one thing that works when you invert it, and that's my fist. When my middle finger is pointing towards the ground. The only time that works is when you invert it.
Yep.
And we got a super chat real quick, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes. Glover Mommy for $2 said, "It's the man. They are keeping us down. And hey, MathPig, you could subscribe to me. You're new."
You're new. Fantastic, man. Love it.
He knows the audience now. You're new. Subscribe to me. That's awesome. That's awesome, Matt. MathPig, last words, man. It's all you.
On that, I really appreciate you having me on tonight. I really did. I had fun tonight. I know I didn't chat that much. I don't do reaction videos that often, but the level of stupid is hilarious sometimes. You just sit back and it's shocking how fucking stupid can be. Really appreciate you.
Absolutely. It was great to have you on.
If anybody's not doing anything Sunday at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time, as I said earlier, we've got Chris Shelton on. We're going to talk aliens, Xenu, all that crazy stuff.
MathPig, you're not done yet. You must have some shilling for some friends that you stream with and stuff. Now's the time, buddy. Get it out.
If I was going to shout anyone else out, it would be sub to Mama Atheist, sub to Critical Cripple, and we've also, between the 3 or 4 of us, have started a new channel trying to help the community out and share everybody around. It's called the Non-Community, and if anyone can find that, or if Mama can put the link in the chat, it's something that a couple of us have been working on to try and share the love amongst everyone and try and help all the smaller channels out and get some notoriety for the smaller
we're in that, man.
That's exactly how the Shills started. So, Mama Atheist, if you could drop that link in the chat for us, please, that would be awesome. Because, oh yeah, I approve of that.
Yeah, it's only started. We've only had a couple, and we're trying to bring people to it. So eventually, we can do something with it and help everyone out. So yeah, if anyone can go to the non-community, that would be fantastic.
We'll get you shilled out tomorrow and whatnot on the show for sure. Absolutely, because I mean, obviously, we're all about group channels, right?
There's a reason this show is called the Shills.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So let me get into a little exit here for us all. MathPig, you really stood tall with the panel tonight. That was a great show. And now that you know what it's really like to be on the show, we got to get you on again, right? Because the rapid fire, right? Let's do this.
Yeah, first one, you're always shy, you're always worried. Now I know all of you, I can call you all cunts and move over the top of you. It's grand.
I love it. I love it. So everybody, MathPig, awesome tonight. Great stuff. Now, everybody watching and listening tonight and blah, blah, blah. SciStrikeling's doing a big Sci birthday party tonight over on Movie Night. So Movie Night's going to be a little different. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody get over there. And remember, she did a great interview with, I don't know, that guy. What's his name? Sean Huffer. That's it. And Team Skeptic and FTFE. So get over there and check that out too. Coming up tomorrow, we got another Shills episode that's going to kick ass and take names. We got some Pain of Progress. We've got Sunday. We've got the Barman's Poker. We've got the Uncalled For. I've got the Deep Thoughts with Dick Dawson coming up again soon. And in the very, very near future, we got Aimee Hogan and myself doing the Autism Show, and the talk show is just about ready to go soon. On that note, we're the Shills on the EiE Network, Silly Shill Show, MathPig kicking ass. We're out of here, folks. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Baby.
I can end it, man.
I'm gonna have a brain hemorrhage trying to keep that shit up. You know what I mean? I mean, that is planned, right? That's all off the cuff.